Hey folks, welcome back to The Real Verdict, the only channel where we judge movies harder than your mom judges your life choices. Today we are diving into two films that could not be more different if they tried. One is a gritty, apocalyptic sequel that's been 2 decades in the making, and the other is a wholesome Pixar tale about a kid abducted by aliens, and not in the creepy X-Files way. That's right, we are reviewing 28 Years Later and Elio. Buckle up, because this is going to be one weird double feature. So, 28 years later, aka the comeback no one thought we'd actually get after 28 days later traumatized us with the fast zombies and 28 weeks later made us afraid of every sneeze in the subway. This third entry had a lot to live up to, and for most of the part it delivers. Let's talk tone. The movie is bleak, and I mean bleak. Think of The Last of Us, but with less heartwarming banter and more shots of people crying in abandoned bathrooms. It's intense, and yes, the rage virus is back. Like that one friend who says they have changed, but still ruins the party. The infection spreads faster than spoilers on a Reddit, and the new twist, it might not be a virus anymore. Ooh. The performances are top tier. Cillian Murphy makes a return, and thank God, because no one broods like that man. New cast members bring emotional depth, especially the young girl who basically gives Millie Bobby Brown a run for her money in the traumatized teen in a horror landscape department. The direction by Danny Boyle is sharp, raw, and completely unforgiving. He doesn't want you to enjoy the apocalypse, he wants you to feel it. But hey, it's not perfect. Pacing in the middle drags harder than your feet on a Monday morning, and the film sometimes confuses emotional depth with let's just stare into the distance for 45 seconds. Still, it's a worthy finale, or at least a soft reboot of the franchise. And it's got more blood than a Tarantino Dream Journal. Let's be honest though, if you thought hiding in a farmhouse was still a good idea in this universe, maybe you deserve to be a zombie chow. Now that we have seen the end of humanity as we know it, let's pivot to something more heartwarming. Or at least something with a color palette that doesn't scream end times. So here comes Elio's Pixar latest attempt to make you cry in public. Elio is about a socially awkward kid who accidentally becomes the spokesperson for Earth after being mistaken for an ambassador by aliens. And no, I am not making that up. It's like E.T. in reverse. This time the humans get abducted and it's somehow adorable. Visually, Elio is peak Pixar. The animation is stunning. There's this blend of vibrant, intergalactic designs and cozy home sequences that somehow works. The aliens are colorful, weirdly lovable and probably selling plush toys as we speak. But what really sells this movie is the relationship between Elio and his mom. She is strong, protective, and gives us one of the most grounded characters Pixar's written in years. The film's biggest theme, belonging. Elio feels like an outsider on Earth and in space. It's Pixar doing what Pixar does best, taking your childhood trauma and making it look like into a pastel art project. There are some heavy moments about identity, loneliness, and being seen. And if that doesn't hit you in the gut at least once, you might be the one of the rage infected from the last movie. But of course, it's not all smooth sailing. The plot gets a little predictable by the third act, and let's be real, some of those alien council jokes felt like rejected monsters. Cute, but not always clever. And Elio, listen buddy, if an alien ship beams you up and your first move is to try to make friends, I admire your optimism. But also, are you new here? This is Earth. We don't even trust the neighbors who don't return our Tupperware. So, final thoughts. 28 years later is a brutal, gripping continuation of a legendary horror saga. It's not for the faint of the heart, or really anyone who still has pandemic PTSD, but it is good. Meanwhile, Elio is this emotional comfort food you need after being psychologically shredded by that movie. It's sweet, smart, and full of space weirdness. If you're looking for a weekend double feature that leaves you both terrified and emotionally required, this weird pairing just might work. First, cry out of fear, then cry out of love. It's cinema therapy, baby. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, would you rather face the rage virus or be Earth's accidental space ambassador? Either way, it's not looking great for humanity. Catch you next time. Peace.